Football is often seen as a religion in and of itself, but for some players, it's not just a metaphor. At Crystal Palace Football Club, or also nicknamed Christian Palace, faith plays a powerful role in shaping the team spirit, identity, and resilience of the squad. Today we'll be looking at how these players live their religion, not just on the pitch, but off it as well. Take Eberechi Eze, the Nigerian English talent. The attacking midfielder is known not just for his creativity and vision, but also for his Christian faith. In interviews, Eze has spoken about how his belief in God grounds him. In 2020, he told The Guardian, "Everything I do is for God. Every time I step onto the pitch, I'm just trying to represent Him." It's clear that Eze's deep faith, that also comes from his Nigerian roots, is one of the biggest factors in how he plays his game. He often does celebrations that include a gesture towards heaven, not just for show, but also as an expression of gratitude. For Eze, football isn't just performance, it's worship. Eze is not alone in this. Marc Guéhi, the team's composed centre-back, is also outspoken about his Christian faith. Born to Ivorian parents and raised in South London, Guéhi once said in a club feature that prayer is a part of his routine before every match. He also, while wearing the armband, always has the message "Jesus loves you" attached to it. He always points to God whenever he talks about his life outside of football and his life within football. It's clear that his faith has a very large impact on his play and his life as a whole. Crystal Palace, like many other Premier League clubs, has a pastoral care structure in place. Club chaplains, while not always publicized, often support players dealing with pressures of fame, injury, and isolation. Going beyond that, however, the Crystal Palace players come together in prayer and communion in order to encourage each other, not just before matches, but also in their personal lives. They inspire the younger generation of footballers that are coming through trying to balance their faith and their play. Having senior players like Ward, Lacroix, Eze, and Nketiah can also help deepen the faith of these younger players. Younger players who are coming through the ranks, who are still trying to get the hang of things, still trying to find the ropes and their place in the footballing world. These men don't just lead by moral example, but they also lead with the cross. Christian athletes and other believers can definitely take inspiration from how these individuals lead their lives at this football club. When talking about faith at Crystal Palace, one name deserves special attention: Joel Ward, the captain, the club's longest serving player. Ward has worn the Palace shirt since 2012, but to him, football is just one part of a much bigger identity. He's a devout Christian, not a name only, but in the way he leads, lives, and carries himself on and off the pitch. Multiple times before games, he's been seen posting Bible quotes, not just for inspiration for his teammates, but also himself and people online. For younger players like Eze and also Maxence Lacroix, Ward is more than just a teammate. He's a quiet example of how belief can shape character without preaching. In a world where fame has changed people, money has changed people, Ward has remained steady. Maybe that's faith, maybe that's maturity. At Palace, it's both. Maxence Lacroix, a recent addition to the squad, is another example of this extreme and deep faith that these Crystal Palace players tend to have towards Christianity. Lacroix is also known for posting scriptures on his social media and being very open about his faith, not just in interviews, but also in his general public life. For young players like him, it's very clear that religious identity can be both a stabilizer and a shield when navigating the world of football. In a sport driven by performance and pressure, religion offers something deeper: perspective. To these players, football is more than just a career. It's a part of their calling as Christians. It's their way of showing God's greatness and their faith through their play. As fans and laymen watching from afar, we don't always see it, but behind every touch, every prayer, every silent moment before kickoff, faith is there, quiet, steady, powerful. This is the role of religion in Crystal Palace Football Club.